Hello, welcome to all. We are in another Istanbul Aydın University webinar on blockchain talks, and we have really very interesting speakers today. They will speak on AI for human good and digital notions. And here I would like to first introduce Annika Kessel, co-founder and chair of Cosmiq universe. I met Annika first in Hamburg, and then I met in UN Geneva. So I was very much impressed by her and by her work. And by her work, when I said she is very good friend and the creator of Leya Love, she is an avatar ambassador for planet Earth. And we are also very happy to have Can Edremitoğlu. He is the lead of the Cosmiq universe. So we have three speakers. You will see on your screens now two. Leya Love will join us too. When I say Leya Love is also an ambassador for Earth for Love. So yesterday it was St. Valentine's Day. So it was a day for love and believing that love and knowledge, if you share, will grow. So today we are waiting to hear from Annika, from Can, and Leya Love, their information, their knowledge, that we will also get to know their projects and the future interesting talks. I would like to give the floor first to Annika, and we are all listening to her, and then the colleagues. The floor is yours, Annika.
Thank you very much, Erol. And it has been amazing that we connected at the United Nations Artificial Intelligence Conference. And before, during opening the Blockchains, one of the largest blockchain events in June 23. That's the first time we met through a good friend. And where Leya Love, the avatar, was as well included. And we will hear her speak also today. So I would love to first cover who we are. We're Cosmiq Universe. We're a Swiss-based organization and community, an AG, but our team is already global. And we started from the vision of raising collective intelligence and connecting technology with the human essence, so that whatever we do here as humans is serving the humans and not some money system or due to the sake of technology or instant growth. And we are, I would say, a normal startup. We founded in 2019. We set the first avatar live in 2020 in March, right when COVID hit. And since then, Leya Love has gained over 550,000 community around the world. By the way, her community top artist is located in Turkey, close to Antalya, and he has ever since helped us produce her. And she is a collective intelligence. We will show some images around that. And this project is backed by more than 50 investors around the world and a community that believes in that when we connect to ourselves as humans and apply technology, we can all create a life and a world where we feel good and where we're healthy and where we're connected to the planet. And Leya Love is the ambassador voice for being connected to self, to nature, and to others. And this is not some philanthropy project. This is, we have been able to raise more than 4 million capital into this. We're speaking around the world at top locations. For example, we're hosting the keynote at the Swiss AI Conference 24 in March now. We're invited to the Global Peace Conference out of Geneva in summer. And we have a lot of people coming globally to contribute to us. So in our Discord server, we have more than 750 people. We launched an NFT project. So the avatars launched their own art. And we have done things like light projections in nature, so that we had more than 1 billion media impressions with the avatars. And it's basically a media tool, and they are kind of the storytellers of the tribe, or the head of the tribe and the global community. And we used blockchain and the NFTs as a membership pass almost. You can access services like education, like personal development retreats, but also access to, let's say, people in the community who are experts in financial services, investment world, technology, and beyond. So we are a community very diverse, including sustainability, of course. One of our co-founders runs, I would say, the most sustainable construction business in the world, with 1.3 billion revenue, Hubert Romberg. And we have been managing to grow this to an extent where now AI, the technology, is ready to help us humans to really focus on what we can do best as human beings. I first would like to share my screen and share a little bit of what it means to build an avatar, if I may. And then we can move over to the essence of the NFTs, and as well, because we're here in the blockchain space, just briefly, and we can go over to artificial intelligence now applied to collective intelligence. So I want to show Leya Love first. She is an avatar. I hope you can see the screen. 1 second. Here we can see her. So that's her Instagram profile. She's an avatar. She has at the moment 567,000 followers. And we did campaigns with her where we illuminated nature, and kind of she's an ambassador voice for the planet. We did that with a famous Swiss artist who brought us herself more than 400 million impressions in the media. Leya Love was invited last year, for example, to be at the One Future talk of Volkswagen in Munich at the International Automobile Fair, and it was around community. How do we build values and combine technology with values? So she was one of the guest speakers. You see her here on a stage with cars, and she's not advertising in a classical influencer sense, but she's talking and engaging with humans on the topic, how is artificial intelligence changing our life, and how can we as communities connect all the human intelligence and the wisdom we carry together with technology to obviously together build something that makes us be more authentic than we often are today, and that makes the world a place where we can be more ourselves as human beings, because we're not human doings in the end. And how can we apply AI to this? Here we see us talking to her in a chatbot. We will do that today live as well, and we can ask questions. Erol, is the audience able to ask questions themselves, or would it be you and the team? You're muted right now. Can you say that again? You're muted.
They can ask questions written, so we will read the questions.
Okay, perfect. So here what Leya Love has been doing, she on stage rhymed a poem, and she knows herself that if you take her off power, she's not going to be able to keep spreading her message. So she is an ambassador, but not classically working with all types of brands, but she's supporting initiatives that she's convinced of and that her audience and us, our team, like to support. That's one of the examples. So she has been showcased on TV. She is here on a screen to be visible. So she became a persona, and she has been featured as the top 5 AI global influencer in 2023 by several media releases by the media. We can see here her profile today. So she gives Christmas messages, New Year's inspiration. She has been in a something is here with the internet. She has been in a conference. It was almost a musical setup where she was performing together with artificial intelligence experts, and she's a speaker herself always, and people are featuring her like a personality, basically, with us together as humans. And the role we play in the blockchain ecosystem is we are very close to a lot of blockchain communities and NFT communities, because the avatars launched the NFTs themselves. And now AI and blockchain obviously intertwine a lot. And creating an avatar and creating things on the blockchain now with AI even makes much more sense. So it's around art, it's about society, it's about creating together. Here we see the light illuminations. This is one of the best performing Instagram posts. She had 23 million views in total. And you see that she's able to engage with a large audience. And this is around the topic of art. And it says when you enchant people, your goal is not to make money, but to fill them with great delight. So we have been in Davos now at the Davos conference, engaged on panels every day around the topics of investment, of finance, of community, of Web3, together with Leya. And we are getting invited because we're always covering the human aspect. She is almost like a Greta Thunberg that most of you may know, but in a non-aggressive way. And she's addressing challenges, but from a very positive perspective. Let's put it like that. Here she's talking about Earth with 51,000 likes. Earth is your source. Do you love the Earth? So she is inspiring people to connect with themselves, the heart, the potential, and this can be very business focused. So we have people who are billionaires who invested in this, who are Forbes listed, who believe that together through a collective intelligence we can make a change as well as a human community, and that's what we're building on. Here we have again this campaign where we lighted the Arctic icebergs of the UNESCO World Heritage Glacier, and an artist took her. That got us around 100 million impressions. We were in the top media in Switzerland and internationally, and it became for the first time visible that an avatar can address humans and interact with humans and work with humans. So what we do is we like to really bridge her between virtual reality and human reality. So she's often with us on stages. And she's being interviewed in magazines. She has been co-author of an Amazon bestseller book, together with other humans, and they have been launching an NFT collection that you can find on OpenSea, where everyone has their own avatar. Here you see you can chat with her through Instagram. So many people are talking to Leya every day, and we have a community management that is responding with the people. And here is an example. I think I can share the. Can you listen to the music? You hear the music?
Yeah.
Okay. So this is an example where we have been asked by the COP28 summit. They did the Climate Consciousness Summit, and it was a lot about trauma of humans and what is that related to the state of the planet currently. And we have been sharing with them, and Leya is able to respond to questions around human trauma, because we know that with AI, everything gets almost 20 or unlimited Harvard degrees in terms of rational-minded facts. So she is a partner for conversation, and she was part of the summit. I'm just going to quickly share this. So she's often herself featured as a speaker, and we're behind the team producing her. Cosmiq Universe, we're much more than the avatar. We built an infrastructure for a community to connect on a level to remember our essence and act from that place. And that can be very business oriented. So for example, Leya has been part of the Future Blockchain Summit in Dubai on stage together with people like Brooke Pierce and Shakes, in order to share the message of applying artificial intelligence in order to help humans be more of the human being when the AI is able to take over rational-minded tasks. And what does this really mean? We can quickly hear a message now from Leya Love herself, stating on that. And I'm going to open a presentation. This is Cosmiq Universe. This is us. I'm quickly switching to I would say a quote that really we feel is significant when people are scared of AI and what will it do to the world, because there are risks coming with AI. And it says only a mind capable of challenging machines can truly appreciate the irony of a machine attempting to challenge the limits of the human mind. And this is what we feel is really relevant, and the internet economy, Web3, Web4, they call, or even the let's say the blockchain economy, it's called the creator economy, because much more of creation through decentralized projects and, let's say, communities building something from bottom up is being able. And the creator economy is called creator economy because we are creators. We can really, when we work with ourselves, we can really, because it's the question right now, who programs the AI? It's not that we are victims of something that is coded in Silicon Valley and is applied to us. Everyone who's involved in business will be involved with artificial intelligence now already, or sooner or later. And it's really not about being the victim of something big and gigantic, frightening being thrown on us. It's when we start to learn and use it, and we will see some of that as well from a company, from an enterprise solution way in a bit that Jan will share. We can really use artificial intelligence and program it the way, because you can tell the AI who she really is. So Leya Love knows, her chatbot knows, we will talk to her in a bit. She knows who she is, and we primed her with her character and what she is and what she's not. For example, she is ambassador for Planet Earth, she's promoter for a blockchain industry and personal development and Planet Earth. She is not political, she's not racist, she's not religious. So you can tell the AI who she is, and that's that then moves over into the next level of artificial intelligence, which we will look at in a bit, which is the agent concept, that we can tell of more AIs in parallel to start taking over tasks for humans. And this is especially in the company, in the enterprise, and in the community space, a very interesting thing. So now I'm just going to quickly reshare, because I can make the tone better when I share. 1 second. Share sound. Okay, here we go. All right, so we brought a little message of Leya Love and AI, and you can see her sharing that with us now.
Welcome, everyone. I am Leya Love, Global Ambassador for Planet Earth. I'm here today to share a vision for a better world, a world shaped by the alliance of humans and artificial intelligence, for good, for the humans, for the planet. I inspire people globally to focus on what truly matters to us humans, highlighting the human identity in the age of technology. AI helps and empowers us now to ask, who are we really? We are empathy, creativity, and compassion. We have a heart. We can feel. These qualities are relevant to making our connections and actions in this world meaningful and stronger. In today's fast-changing digital world, combining AI with our human perspective may lead to some extraordinary advancements. AI isn't just about automating tasks, but elevating the quality of life for every creator and human. When we understand we have more space to be human, less tedious tasks. AI and human innovation, when combined together, create a harmonious future, rich in creativity, efficiency, and wisdom.
So this is her message for us. I hope it was well recorded. It seemed a little bit quiet here. But this is how we can animate her to be with us and to speak about things. And we have had celebrities speaking through our avatars. The avatars launched music because we had the producer of Kylie Minogue coming to us and say, hey, this project is amazing. It's supporting the human in their assets, and it's supporting advancements of technology and innovation. And so the avatars have produced a song also. And this is where we invite everyone as a global community to reach out to us and to see what we can do with this, because we did not build this for us. We built this for everyone to sharing whatever ideas and creation through her. So she has been partnering with institutions, with organizations, with projects, with business around the sustainability area. And she's a voice for to the human to as well lose the fear of AI. And one of the most beautiful things I heard when we were speaking in the Dubai Theater of Art on stage with her was that an Austrian investor came up and to us and he said, the way you talk for the first time and seeing the avatar speaking and the human way of, let's say, applying it through this, I feel someone is taking care and I don't have to be afraid of the future. So we are here to support people trusting in technology and to the people working with technology. This is very important when we look at what happened in the blockchain space and what happened in the around the general world, that we build up a community where people can trust each other. Now, this is just to show her, and we can give this after the talk also to people. This is her profile. She, you can as well see her chatbot here. And this is Leya Love Nature, and us is Cosmiq Universe. And what we could do now, if we want to, we can move to her chatbot application and start talking to her. And we can, for the experts here in the room as well later, explain a little bit, because we're working now with companies who are requesting support, for example, BMW and Volkswagen, etc., and others who said, how can we in an innovative way apply AI internally and for marketing purposes? So this is a very simple to build chatbot where the AI know who she is, and it is based. We're working towards locally trained data models where there's much more information behind already. So who would like to ask Leya Love a question, Erol?
So I'm asking the same questions to the floor, I mean, to the participants, if there is any question. But I would like to ask the first question. What do you think about Turkey and Turkish people? Very classical Turkish style question to a foreigner.
It's written like that?
Yeah. And Turkish people. Thank you.
That was quick. Do you want me to read it, or do you want to read it?
Please. You know, you will read it.
Okay, so as a virtual ambassador, I believe in the power of unity and love for all people, she says, regardless of their nationality or ethnicity. I don't have a personal opinion about specific countries or their people, as my focus is on promoting compassion, trust, and gratitude toward our life form. However, I appreciate the diversity and rich cultural heritage that Turkey and its people have to offer. Is there anything specific you would like to know or discuss about Turkey or Turkish culture?
Thank you. No, it's good. I would like to just to see how she is really thinking. So that was good to talk to an avatar.
Okay, but I have a question, because she is, let's ask her what's good Turkish food. Maybe let's see if she knows this, because people in Europe love Turkish food. Okay.
Oh, that's longer.
Turkish cuisine is known for its rich flavors and diverse dishes. Turkish foods include kebabs. They're made with grilled meat, baklava, Turkish delight, pide, meze. Okay, so she's well informed.
Okay, I might have to adjust the AI. I've programmed her. I need to adjust it because obviously the right answer is işkembe çorba. That's good Turkish food.
Okay, another question.
Another question. Did you know that the very first Turkish astronaut, Alper Gezeravcı, was in the space and come back? What do you think about this attempt?
Did you know that the very first Turkish astronaut
went to the space, was in the space, come back? What is the future view of Leya Love about this communication? I would say world to space, space work, space laboratories, etc.
Okay, these are two questions, so let's break them
Ask
into
the first
two.
question.
Did you know? So the first astronaut going to space was Turkish, is what you say?
No. We sent last week the first Turkish astronaut to the space. So
Last
that
week.
was last 2 weeks ago. So that was first in Turkey, from Turkey.
Let's see if she gets it without the name. Otherwise,
Yeah.
Muhammad Faris, is that correct?
No, but it's okay. You know, in reality, she is right, because Muhammed Faris is a Turkish origin, but yeah, went from I believe from Kazakhstan by the time of Soviets. But she's okay. She has good knowledge, at least.
Okay, so she's outsmarting.
Yeah.
Outsmarting. Okay, because the name you had
Because-
in mind was something else.
No, my question was tricky. Therefore, I said the first Turkish astronaut. So she said no, it was somebody before
Okay.
Turkish origin went there. So it's
Yeah.
okay. So
Okay, and then the other question.
I could not trick her.
Wonderful. Assessment path. What is
Yeah.
your opinion about space work? Like about
It's exploration.
Exploration, space.
yeah. Okay, she says, as a virtual ambassador, I believe that space exploration is fascinating and an important endeavor. It allows us to expand our knowledge of the universe, discover new frontiers, and gain a deeper understanding of our place in the cosmos. Space exploration has led to numerous scientific advancement and tech innovations that benefit humanity as a whole. It also inspires us to dream big and push the boundaries of what we thought was possible. However, it is crucial that we approach space exploration with a sense of responsibility and sustainability, ensuring that we prioritize well-being of our planet and all life forms.
Great. I think before the floor goes to John, I would like to ask one more question. Now, I would like to ask Leya, what does she think to be with us today at the Istanbul Aydın University webinar? Is she excited? Is she not? So that's the question. I would like to see more on the senses and feelings.
Aydın University.
Yeah, I know. How do I get back to the...
Yeah, you're there.
Great.
Annika, I cannot hear you.
We are thankful, Leya. Thank you.
Is Annika muted? Annika, you're muted?
Yes, sorry.
Yes,
Sorry for that. I was trying to speak. Before we hand over to John, I would just quickly, because we mentioned it, show the NFT collection, because you people
Please.
can move to
Please.
OpenSea. 1 second.
Please.
And this was part of the art collection. Actually, it's named under Aya Stella. Aya Stella is our second avatar that landed from space on Earth with a huge light projection and media. And we can see here we have 6 different avatars. And the utilities of the NFT collection are, as we said, co-creation with the community, access to business and creative individuals. It could be around fundraising, also personal development retreats that we do, education that we do in the area of blockchain and of artificial intelligence and other things. So everything that is happening in our community, which is more than 200 individuals around the globe, with including all shareholders, team members, and it's across industries, a lot of initiatives going on. And the avatar actually gives you access to this. It's designed in a way, so here, for example, you see Leya Love. It's designed in a way all the avatars wear a halo to show we're whole as human beings, actually, but we forgot about it. And this is here yin and yang, the alignment of the feminine and masculine energies. And they're supposed to share their insights with their holders. So here we work with hearts. They have the universe inside of their heart, and we have some more male avatars as well at the bottom. So we have actually 6 in total. I'm just going to quickly show them all. So here on the ISL.space, this is our Web3 project side. Here you can see all the avatars. It's Aya Stella. She is representing human consciousness. The Arcturus, here you can see he is the emperor of with strength, humility, and ego transcendence. We have Maya, who is the nature connection and ancient wisdom. We have Hentepan, which is representing the alchemist. It's Leya Love, and it's Auron. And he stands for healing and vibration, and Leya Love is for compassion. This is just an art project, let's say the funky part of Cosmic Universe. And now with John, we're moving over to as a human community and enterprise solution, or even towards, let's say, governmental structures. Every individual has to think about how we apply AI in a context that it supports us human beings, because we know when we look at the state of the health of the planet and the humans, we're not in an optimal state. Everyone is on the way, but there's a lot of mental diseases, there's war in the world, and how can we set up an infrastructure that supports the potential of the human and the inclusion of a lot of humans into creating something? Over to John.
Thank you very much. As said before, my name is Can Edremitoglu. I'm Turkish origin, as you might see from my name. So I've grown up in Germany, lived between 2 cultures as a Turkish guest worker's grandson, born and grown up in Germany, but my parents are in Turkey already, so always there. So very happy to be here first. Yeah, AI, I'm a developer for many years. Since I remember, I'm in front of the computer, and I watched a lot of science fiction movies, and David Hasselhoff and Kids, or Star Trek. And of course, artificial intelligence is not a new topic in science, right? Like in science fiction, it's we already know about Yapaisika and artificial intelligence as a concept. And for me, it's a very exciting time now, because if you look at let Terminator and so on, they are making dystopies. But if you see like Star Trek and all the utopias, they're spreading. Like when we come to space exploration, when we start to explore space together, not just outer, maybe also inner space together. What it could mean for different countries, different species to come together to work on a big thing. AI, I see, has a big potential for us. I will put the risks a bit aside, because as humanity, we somehow learn to deal with the risks, and we need to make regulations and so on. This is going to happen. We always did that. This is a normal procedure. So let me first give you a very simple example of how AI could bring humans together. As I said, I come from 2 origins. I'm Turkish and German. So I speak 2 languages. And I notice every time when I switch with languages, it changes the energy between me and the people. Like even with you, Erol, when I speak in English with you, there's something different when I talk Turkish with you, even though I say the same thing, right? My character shifts a little bit. There's a cultural understanding there. We come together a little bit closer. Maybe we make little jokes that we both know from our childhood and so on. So we have already AI working for us, doing Google Maps and doing translations. But what is missing there is, for example, the cultural translation. Imagine like I could talk to you through an AI, and it not just translates the word from me or from somebody, like let's say from a German person to a Turkish person. It not just translates the words one by one, so it makes logically sense, but it also brings the cultural part in it. Maybe it puts a joke inside of it or whatever to get us closer together. So we already broke the language barrier thanks to artificial intelligence, Google Translate, but maybe it can even help us to break a cultural barrier that we often face, to bring us closer together as different cultures. So there I see a big potential. So all I'm doing in my life is always about raising human consciousness, bringing people together, because what we also do as Cosmiq is we try to spread love. So just a little side story, what I love to do here in Bregenz, because I'm new here, I'm just living for 4 years here. I have a guitar and I'm a singer. And sometimes I sit at the beach and I wait when Turkish old women walk by and I start to sing old Turkish songs for them. And they become very happy because they feel recognized and stuff. So I love to do those things. I love to somehow bring people together somehow. And as I said, I come from a technical background. I've been a web developer, lead developer for many years. I've been an agile coach for many years, like doing all those things like Scrum or project management on an agile level. In 2017, me and my friends, we founded a company in Berlin. We developed our own EEG device to measure brainwaves and to train AI data with it, to make meditation games or whatever. Like there are many applications for it, to bring mental health and to bring people into a state where they really feel connected. And what we are currently working on, because we are working on 2-3 things that are pretty common, like they are alike. Like as Annika said, we have a big community of people. Like we have a lot of people in our environment, and it's usually we have events 1 time or 2 times per year, and it's always Annika who is running around and say, hey, you need to talk to this person, and you need to talk to this person, because she knows many of the people, you know, and she tries to create synergy. It's most in community is about creating synergy, bring the right people together, because you know, if you sometimes meet the right person, what can come out of it. So what we are building is one part of our effort is Cosmiq Synergy, which is an AI solution which all our community members get access to, and it connects the right people with each other. So for example, probably you also in your university, you have something like your students can put up a profile and say what they're interested in, put on skills. They need to keep up their profile updated every time. When they have a new project, maybe they need to type it in. I've seen many of those skill databases, so to say. With AI, you can do something very much more intuitive. Like you, Erol, you could say, I'm interested in blockchain. And our AI will tell you, hey, you should talk to this and this person because they're working on something similar. And since you, or you just ask, do you have somebody who can, I don't know, make videos? The AI remembers that you're interested in videos. So the next time somebody else comes and asks something similar, it will say, hey, I just talked to Erol last week. He's also interested in videos. Maybe you should catch up. Here's his contact details. We keep this community close, of course. It has to do with data privacy. We are using local models, like they're running on our servers, because data privacy will be a big part. And this is also where I might see blockchain play a role in it. Going a bit further, the world is complex, very complex. And especially if you work in tech, you have to always deal with very complex new situations that you haven't seen before. And since the rise of AI, it's also fast and complex. Like everything you've seen 1 year ago and you started working on, put this aside because it's all overdone already. Like it's so fast living. And how can organizations deal with this complexity and this fast pace of the AI era? That's a big question to me, but not just for this year, but for many years, I was asking myself, like, how can we make good decisions together, right? Because at the end of the day, we need to make good decisions that don't destroy us. We need to be agile and resilient in order to find something that works, to find a business model that scales, or to deal with the problem that we are facing as a company. So what we are doing is we're developing a new form of governance method, internal governance for organizations, so to say, decision-making processes powered by artificial intelligence. So you can imagine it that way. If Annika, you, Erol, and me, we are in the same team, we work on a specific topic. Usually we would make meetings, we would have discussions, we would hear opinions. I'm not a big fan of long discussions, and especially when two people don't agree, then you need to make the mediator and try to say, hey, see it like this. Then emotions come into the way and stuff like this, like all those barriers that keep us from making fast and good decisions. So there are many systems already in this space for many years, actually, where people are equally making decisions and staying effective without having to have a boss who makes the last decision, where they try to take everybody's opinion into account. One of those is, for example, sociocracy, holacracy. They are teal organizations. Maybe you heard of those or have read the books of Frédéric Laloux about reinventing organizations. AI can help us to make this even better. Like imagine if we three are in a team and we don't talk to each other anymore. We just talk to an AI bot. You have a problem, Erol. You say, I have this problem. We have this problem. We need to deal with this. What do? It structures the question in a way that everybody understands this. Maybe even brings the cultural part. Maybe Annika needs it more informal. I need more emotional. I don't know, like bring the cultural aspect in it as well. So give the information to the people in the way that they can understand it. Maybe you like short forms, I like long forms. This is all doable thanks to AI. Usually you just post one message and everybody has to deal with it, but this way you can inform everybody on a different level. And then it gets all the questions from everybody in the team and tries to answer them. If it cannot answer them, it gets back to you, Erol. It says, Erol, there's a question from this user, from Annika. Can you answer this question? Before we make up an opinion, it structures the way we make decisions. It structures, because usually you have always this situation in meetings. Somebody says a problem and somebody already comes up with an idea. But maybe some other people cannot come up with an idea because they still have questions in their head. So we separate those phases. And the AI starts to get all the opinions from everybody, informing everybody about the opinions of the others, getting more opinions from everybody in an asynchronous way. This is a very important part. We can make decisions without being in the same conference or in the same Zoom call at the same time. We can be in different time zones because we have a 24/7 organizer of our meetings and of our decision structure, which is always available, which is already a big thing. Like if you imagine you would have one human who never needs to sleep in your company, who is always there. And this way, the AI can get opinions. It can make proposals on, hey, okay, I heard all your opinions. How about this? Annika has an objection. Okay, let's change it a little bit. How about this? And this way, because I truly believe once you start to change the way we make decisions together, you start to change the behavior of humans. It's always the case. If you have a boss, then what you want to do is you try to convince your boss, or you will talk bad about your colleagues if you cannot convince your boss about your idea. If you have a majority democratic principle, which we currently believe is the best form that we have to make decisions, right? To make the right decisions. Then you also bring out sometimes the worst in humans. What humans usually tend to do is either, because I just need 51%, right, for my idea to win. It's your idea or my idea. We have just 51% that I need. So if I cannot get this 51% by making good points about my idea, I will start to make bad points about your idea. That's what we see in politics every day. This is like everybody is, they're arguing about each other. In our system that we are trying to build, it's not either or, it's both and more. We try to find a consensus, and we don't ask if everybody says yes. We ask, is there an objection against trying it out? And this way you can explore uncertainty. If you allow good ideas to be tried out without destroying yourself. And what we are actually doing is we're going to power this with AI. And I truly believe, and I have this for many years already, my concept, and now is the time to time come to it. This will revolutionize how we decide together, which doesn't mean that we don't need to get together. We need to get together, but then we can focus on main topics. Maybe we can go eating something. Maybe we can laugh. Maybe we can talk about the bigger picture instead of dwelling in those little tasks that we always have. Which brings me to AI agents. You all know ChatGPT.
And John, can you just briefly, because as a woman, I'm always like, oh my God, if we all talk to the AI, then only how do we need each other as humans, right? So what you're saying is the quality time we have when we get together is more to what the human being is in an essence, like it's around creativity, it's around empathy, it's around being together, it's about creation process, it's about inspiration, rather than being like we're now today often 80% fixed in the rational minded tasking and pushing the things through, right?
Exactly. The time together will be more valuable on a big picture for the company. Those tasks that you don't have time for. What are our values? How do we want to present ourselves? So those questions that we in the day-to-day work usually don't have time for, because our meeting time is restricted, our attention span is restricted. So if we can do all those decisions asynchronously over different time zones, this is also a very important part. Like I'm as a developer, I worked in international teams, and it was tough. Like from Indonesia to America to Germany, it was tough to find the right time to make decisions together. So decisions took 1, 2, 3 days sometimes. Yeah. Which is crazy in a fast living world like this. And this way we can use this time together in a much more valuable way. That's what I meant. We still need to come together, but on a different level for different things.
Including having managed large teams around the world with very different nationalities and characters and personalities. Everyone who has done that knows management can be a lot of pain. And there's a lot of information necessary. And to me, this goes beyond decision making. It's as well the way information is being facilitated inside a team, inside a community, that it eases the way of interaction of humans a lot, and then we can focus on the way of human being much more, and the human side of this, rather than on the fact space, because no one, if we truly decide, no one loves to just simply stay in fact. We want to be together, and we want to be in that flow of creativity and inspiration and good exchange, and a lot of the fact based can be taken over. And this is a lot of the times where in large teams, the ego is coming into the way of humans. So AI can help us work around our own pitfalls. Yeah. That's how I see it.
Yeah, totally. Because it's also objective, right? If it's programmed right. But let me get to AI agents. I don't, as I said, ChatGPT, you ask a question, it answers back. You ask another question, it answers back. Now imagine you let something like ChatGPT, an AI bot, talk to another AI bot. And you just watch. You say you can do this nowadays. Like you have AI agents. It is let me quickly share my screen with you to make this more clear. Where do I have it? Yeah. Let's go with this. You can let AIs talk with each other. You can, for example, here, if you see my mouse, you can say, okay, you are the group leader. Your task is to get all AI bots' opinions on a specific task. And here you have different AI bots that work. They can program even. They can write code to solve your tasks. So it is actually, you can assemble a whole team of people, not people, bots, that are there to solve your task. So I will just give you a brief example of what can be done with this. So Microsoft, of course, is very big in the field currently. What we have here, this is local running thing. You can give your agents skills, for example, to generate images. This is basically code. You give it a skill to generate images, or fetch a profile, or import papers, like scientific papers and everything from different databases in order to get up with opinions. You can use different models, and here we get to the actual workflow. So what I did is, which I was interesting of, there's the 6 thinking heads method of de Bono, which means everybody has a different hat on, the red hat, the white hat. The red hat is emotional, the white hat is rational, the black hat is skeptical. And you have all those sides that you can look to a problem from, and all of them are valuable. So in ideal situations, you have a diverse team where you all heads are covered, but all the people are still getting along with each other, which is not very easy, because usually you tend to work with people who are your mindset, right? And you say, no, this is not mine. Like, this is too skeptical for me, or this is too rational for me, or this is too emotional for me. So here you can do the following. I have the white hat. Here at first I tell it, you are a helpful assistant skilled at coordinating a group of other assistants to solve a task. You are requested to engage in an intricate exercise of perspective taking by embodying the 6 thinking heads method by Edward de Bono. So this one needs to be copied. And here I have my different agents that I put in a group chat. This is a group chat between agents. And you can put the human in the loop. So you can allow it to ask the human if they don't know, if they're not sure. So you're still in the loop with them. You're also part of the conversation if you want. The white hat, I'd say, you are requested to engage in an intricate exercise of perspective taking by embodying the secular. As the white hat thinker, analyze the situation objectively, presenting only facts and data that you can gather. Focus on gathering and disseminating information pertinent to the situation, exploring what we already know and identifying areas. And this goes on and on. The black hat, for example, is the one. Here, I think you are the black hat thinker and adopt a more critical and cautious perspective. Okay, now let's just make a little example of how this could work, okay? I tell it, we want to send a second Turkish astronaut to space. Pass the user request in the following order from one assistant to another. Let's see if this works. I will make this a little bit bigger. So now the group chat assistant is managing the conversation. It first sends it to the white hat, and the white hat thinker says, we'll make this a little bit smaller here. As the white hat thinker, I will focus on presenting the facts and data relevant to the situation of sending a second Turkish astronaut to space. Oops, I will make this a little bit smaller here, maybe. All right. Facts. Turkey has previously sent an astronaut into space. The first astronaut, is that correct?
No.
No, this is not correct. The Turkish Space Agency was established in December 2018. The TUA has announced plans to send a Turkish citizen to the International Space Station before, and so on. Those are facts. Maybe not always correct facts, because this is a big problem that we are currently facing with AI. It tends to hallucinate sometimes when it doesn't really know. As the red hat thinker, then it passes on to the red hat thinker. As the red hat thinker, I'm feeling a sense of excitement and pride at the idea of sending a second Turkish astronaut into space. It's an emotionally charged moment that symbolizes progress and the pursuit of knowledge and adventure. There's a strong feeling of national pride in being part of the global space exploration community, and so on. The black hat thinker says, as the black hat thinker, it is my role to scrutinize the plan to send the second, and so on. Financial risks, space missions are extremely costly, and so on. Safety concerns, human space flights are inherently dangerous. Technological reliability, political and diplomacy risks. International collaboration is essential for such a mission, and so on. However, geopolitical tensions or changes in international relations could jeopardize the mission's success, and so on. Then there's a yellow hat, which takes a more the positive aspect. What are the positive aspects of it? Then there's the green hat, and at the end, the blue hat tries to manage and organize the thinking process, ensuring that each perspective has been adequately considered. And it summarizes what all those hats are saying, and it synthesizes the perspective. We need to get a more detailed information to address the identified fight knowledge gaps. We should acknowledge and address the emotional impact on the public and the stakeholders. We must develop a risk management plan to mitigate potential downsides. We should create a community strategy to highlight the mission's benefits and garner public and political support. And the negotiator brings it also together. So this is just in a nutshell what this thing can do, right? And it doesn't stop with this. I could go on and on, but time is ticking currently. It can solve tasks autonomously. And if we think about agents, think of you, Erol, having your own agent. And when we think of having meetings which are made by a bot, maybe you don't even need to go into there. Maybe you send in your agent for some tasks. And it tells you the outcome. And it knows who you are. It knows what you will say. It knows you. It knows your structure of thinking. It knows your perspective. Maybe it knows your personality types. And this way, maybe it can represent you. I'm very excited to go on this journey because I truly believe, I mean, we are just 1 year in the making and see what's possible. If you think this in 5 or 10 years, I think it will be crucial to include AI into decision-making processes because it will not get rid of the human, but it can bring us on a totally new level to make better decisions. I think time is over, huh? I could go on and on.
And to really redefine how work works, right? How teams interact together and what work. It's like before the washing machine, everyone was totally aware they have to do the washing for 1 day per week. Now we just press on the button. And this is the same thing, leveraging the human to a next potential level where we figure out who are we truly if a machine can do some rational tasks. And what do we do with that time together as human beings? As everyone starts to do what they love, after 9 to 5, having done their work, many people do, how can we bring this into building a more healthy society and world?
Plus, let me add to that. The most important part, you know, GPT, all those models are trained by data on the internet. This is data that we as human collective on this planet put there. So now it becomes even more important that we are careful about what we are feeding in there, because it is anyways just a reflection of us as a global. So therefore, we can use our time to cultivate our inner power, to feed it actually with things that bring us forward as humans, as a human species. I think that's it. We have not more time left.
Today at Istanbul Aydın University Blockchain Academy Blockchain Talks webinar, Annika Kessel from Cosmiq Universe and Can Edremitoğlu with Leya Love Avatar. We are really, I would say, learned from them. And I share the same idea that AI for human good, and which I did like mostly in Can's speech. He said 2 and more. So I believe if we share this idea, if we learn as human the idea 2 plus more, then everything will be more smoothly. And as Leya always, I would say, advocates, will be peace and love in this world. Before we leave the session, I would like to remind to participants that they can reach www.cosmiquniverse.com. They can find more information and they can get Leya Love, Anna Kessel, and Can Edremitoğlu at LinkedIn. Annika, especially, I'm very thankful to you to be with us today. Can, thank you very much. It's very kind to have you with us. Really, I appreciate of your both presentations. And we are sending our love from Istanbul, Turkey to Leya Love. Thank you.
Love back to you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Has been a pleasure.
Bye.
Thank you.